I shut down and no longer wanted to communicate because I knew that what I would say might be volatile and might be really disrespectful. So I asked him to please stop speaking to me.
Did you want the jacket?
I had no desire for the jacket. That was also another lie that he said, that he had called me up and asked for the jacket. I would love to see the receipt of this call. I had forgotten about the jacket. He had mentioned it. I had mentioned it to him on September 12th. I let him know that I had his jacket and for him to come get it back. He had never acknowledged that text message.
All right, Judge Juarez.
You two are exhausting. I feel like this is just, it's taking all the life out of me to listen to this like dramatic story about like an evening or two that like didn't go well. Something happened in the car, as I understand it, on the way home. Tell me about that, because we didn't quite get there.
I'm not gonna give or fake a positive energy to someone who I feel disrespected by. When we got into the car, I expressed my grievances about the night to him.
Okay.
I let him know that I felt disrespected and that he waited several other screenings in order to then invite me to sit on the chair when he should have initially did that in the first place as a gentleman. And again, I understand new age men, they like to be catered to, that's fine. However, I'm just not that type of woman, and I wasn't gonna force him to do things that he didn't wanna do, so I just decided to sit on the chair by myself.
Okay, but you said you were afraid of him. If you're afraid of this man, I mean, forget why you got in the car, but if you're afraid of him, don't you just like let it go that he didn't give you the seat? I mean, why lay right into him about you didn't give me the seat if he's a monster?
Well, I did let it go, but he insisted on talking about it in the car.
Okay.
And so
then what happened that changed?
I asked him repeatedly if we could stop talking about it, but
Okay.
he kept trying to antagonize me and kept prodding me to talk about it. I expressed to him how I felt. He kept gaslighting me, and I asked him, listen, can we please just let this situation go? And then he expressed, if we're gonna have some kind of friendship, we need to be able to talk about these things. And I just sat quietly because I knew that that was probably the last night that I had planned on seeing him on any level.
Anything else in the car? I mean, you told us that he tried to force you to hug him.
He did. So he insisted on me giving him a hug, knowing that I was clearly uncomfortable by the entire interaction. And at that time, it's dark outside. Like, you can never fully trust someone, especially as a woman. I live by myself.
All right, when you say he insisted that you give him a hug, what do you mean?
He asked me, can I get a hug? And I hesitated, and he got out the car and said, please, Saturne, can I just get a hug? And so I gave him a hug.
Okay, it sounds like, I don't know.
Yes,
but let me hear your side.
No problem, Your Honor. So I thought, I'm just being nice. I'm being a kind person. I drove her home, gave her a hug, told her good night, have a good life. That's it. She hugged me back, we left.
I mean, I have to be honest, the only monster I see is like, I mean, Grover's a monster, right, technically? Like, Elmo's a monster, right? I mean, like, kind of a goofy, like, maybe a little awkward monster. I don't see a monster, but regardless. So, why not just take the jacket back after he served you? Why not just go and put it in front of his door and leave?
Well, legally, I assumed that I had to do it. I had to go through the legal route.
I'm gonna go ahead and open it up.
You know why I'm smiling? You're a filmmaker,
Allegedly.
You're a writer, you're storytellers. The story you told us is a kind of an interesting story. Maybe we could call it the hug, or we could call it the chair. But there are a lot of themes here that are arising from this incident. But step back for a moment, look at this objectively. Don't you think you owe him the jacket back?
I think I need to be compensated for wasting my time and my morning. That's what I think.
This is getting worse.
I'm good.
We're good? All right. You're excused now while we deliberate and give you an ending to this story. May we see the jacket?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Is that your jacket?
Yes, sir, that it is.
So, we've arrived at a verdict. It's unanimous. And the way this can be viewed from our perspective, or at least from mine, perhaps your behavior may have been somewhat careless, and perhaps you may have interpreted that as disrespectful of you, but there simply is no real good excuse for you to keep his jacket. So our verdict is clear that you are to return the jacket to the plaintiff. That's the ending to your story, I hope, but I also hope it has a happy ending.